evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV, Baba Gbagede Imo TV. I am Morire Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. Uriwa berates Buhari for keeping Nnamdi Kanu, 80-year-old mother, in detention. Senate receives request from Buhari to confirm Mohammed Bello as RMAFC chairman. Court orders interim forfeiture of the Asuki son's 90 million naira property. Ekiti poll, governor-elects Oyebanji, deputy gets certificates of return. INEC agrees to extend voter registration. Ogun, protest rocks Shagamu over cold-related killings. Show us pipelines we vandalized. IPOP dares Buhari. And to foreign story, at least 1,000 killed, 1,500 injured after 6.1 magnitude earthquake. Foreign affairs. Sports, Bayern confirmed Mane signing from Liverpool. Now the news in detail. Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Uriwa, has said that some people in the corridors of power in the President Muhammadu Buhari government want to destabilize the southeast by the continued detention of the leader of Indigenous people of Biafra, IPOP, Nnamdi Kanu. Uriwa also berated Buhari for jailing an 80-year-old lady that Nnamdi Kanu reportedly takes as his mother for embarking on solitary protests. Uriwa noted it is over a year now that the Kanu has been kept in detention without conclusive trial. Uriwa's national coordinator, Comrade Emmanuel Omubiko, in a statement, sought the release of the IPOP leader on political grounds. According to him, the incarceration of Kanu in the custody of the Department of State Services (DSS) without trial is strange to rule of law. The rights group said there is nowhere in the world where the executive acts as the supervisors of both the judicial and legislative arms of government, except in hardcore dictatorships like in North Korea, China, Saudi Arabia, and Iran. The group said that not even the dictator in Syria could treat its citizens like the dehumanizing situation Kanu has been made to live through just for exercising its constitutionally and legally guaranteed right to seek self-determination. Nigerian Senate on Wednesday received a formal request from President Muhammadu Buhari to confirm Mohammed Bello Shehu as chairman of the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission. The request was contained in a letter read by the Senate President Ahmed Lawan at plenary on Wednesday. The letter reads in accordance with the provision of Section 154(1) of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. I am pleased to forward for confirmation by the Senate the appointment of Mohammed Bello Shehu as the chairman of the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission. It is my hope that the Senate will consider and confirm the nominee in the usual expeditious manner. A federal high court in Abuja has ordered the interim forfeiture of an 90 million naira property linked to Abubakar Atiku Dasuki, said to be the son of former National Security Advisor, NSA, Mohammed Sambo Dasuki. Justice Emeka Nwite issued the reform order on Wednesday while ruling on an expertise application by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Justice Nwite also ordered the EFCC to give a 14-day publish the interim forfeiture order in a national daily and on its website for the interested persons to show cause why the property should not be permanently forfeited to the federal government. The judge then adjourned till July 14th for further hearing. In case you're just joining, you are watching the world news from BGI TV. More to come. It is no news again. The Ekiti State Governor-elect and candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC in the June 18th governorship election, Mr. Oyebanji, and his deputy, Mrs. Monishade Afuye, yesterday got their certificates of return indicating their victory in the just concluded poll. Oyebanji at the event described the introduction of the bimodal voter authentication system, BVAS, as a game changer in the country's electioneering process and predicated the credibility of Ekiti poll on the technological innovation. Oyebanji garnered a total of 180,000 votes to defeat his closest rival and candidate of the Social Democratic Party, Engineer Shagamu Oni, who polled 82,000 votes among other contenders. Oyebanji, who spoke while receiving the certificate alongside Mrs. Afuye at the Independent National Electoral Commission's office in Ado-Ekiti, promised not to betray Ekiti people in his service to them. Similarly, the winner of Saturday's House of Assembly by-election conducted simultaneously with the governorship poll in Ekiti East constituency 2, Honorable Oyewole Fatoba, also got his certificate from the commission. Addressing the crowd of party supporters and admirers, Oyebanji said the victory was not about him, but was made possible by God and the people of the state, promising that he would execute his 6-point agenda zealously to usher a new dawn of progress and development in Ekiti. Still on INEC, the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC may deploy additional machines and ad hoc staff following a request by the House of Representatives to extend the deadline for voters' registration. Rep. Aisha Duku, Chairman, House Committee on INEC, said this while addressing the House on the outcome of its meeting with INEC during plenary on Wednesday in Abuja. The House of Reps had on June 15th directed that the committee should meet with the electoral umpire following a motion by Representative Benjamin Kalu APC Abia. The House urged INEC to extend the voter registration by 60 days. Recall that the continuous voter registration CVR was earlier scheduled to end on June 30th. Duku, in a submission, said the electoral umpire agreed on all its resolutions, including the extension of voters' registration. Back to the states of Ogun. A protest was staged on Wednesday in Shagamu, Ogun State, by some youth over rising cold-related killings in the community. Correspondents report that more than 24 people have been killed in renewed rival court clashes across the state in the last 3 months. The lingering court clashes occurred both during the day and at night, with the hoodlums turning Abuja, the state capital, the Shagamu, into battlegrounds. Last week, about 10 young men were reportedly killed in different parts of Shagamu. Governor Akwa Ibom, during his visit to the area, admitted that Shagamu has been notorious for cultism. Moved by the development, some youth on Wednesday stormed the streets of Shagamu, demanding an end to the menace. The concerned youth, wielding placards with different inscriptions, sang solidarity songs to express their displeasure over the spate of killings in the community. They also protested against the alleged extortion of residents by the electricity company and the lack of job opportunities for youths in the community. Still on the world news, the indigenous people of Biafra has described the comment by the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, that the group was responsible for pipeline vandalism in the country as laughable, disgraceful, and fallacious. The secessionist group reminded the President that his Western audience already knew who the pipeline vandals are in Nigeria. In a statement on Wednesday, IPOB Media and Publicity Secretary Emma Powerful said for Buhari to tell the United States and other Western countries that IPOB was responsible for pipeline vandalism in the Niger Delta showed he was shallow-minded and uninformed on the goings on the country. Powerful added that the President only chose to advertise his ignorance and failure of his government in credible intelligence gathering by making such wide and untenable allegations. He challenged Buhari to show the world the locations of the pipeline IPOB vandalized in the country. In case he has forgotten as usual, just last week, his Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps boss threatened to name high-profile Nigerians behind all thefts. Did the NSCDC boss need to issue such a threat, assuming IPOB, a terror organization, according to Buhari's Nigeria, is actually the ones behind the crime? From that national story, we go straight to foreign story. At least 1,000 people have been killed and more than 1,500 injured after a 6.1 magnitude earthquake in southeastern Afghanistan, officials have said. The quake struck about 27 miles, 44 kilometers from the city of Khost, close to the country's border with Pakistan, and was at a depth of 31.6 miles, 51 kilometers, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. The numbers of those killed and injured were reported by the country's state-run Bakhter news agency. The death toll is likely to rise as some of the villages are in remote areas in the mountains, and it will take some time to collect details, Interior Ministry official Salahuddin Ayubi said. And finally, sports. Bayern Munich have signed Sadio Mane from Liverpool. Both clubs confirmed on Wednesday as a Senegal attacker has signed a 3-year deal with the Bundesliga champions. The transfer fee is reportedly around 41 million euros for Mane, 30, who won the Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, and Club World Cup during his 6 years on Messi's side. My agent told me that there were also inquiries from other clubs, but for me, the feeling was right from the start when Bayern presented their plan with me. Mane told German's top-selling daily newspaper Bild. For me, it was the right club at the right time. It is one of the biggest clubs in the world, and the team are always fighting for all the titles. Bayern have just won the Bundesliga for a 10th straight season, and Mane, who can play as a centre forward or winger, said he wants to do everything to make sure I win titles with my teammates. That was the world news from BGI TV. And before we go, some major headlines. We brought to you Uriwa berates Buhari for keeping Nnamdi Kanu 80-year-old mother in detention. Senate receives request from Buhari to confirm Mohammed Bello as RMAFC chairman. And to Ekiti State's Governor-elect Oyebanji, deputy gets certificate of return. And finally, sports. Bayern confirmed Mane signing from Liverpool. For more updates on our YouTube channel, the handle is Baba Gbagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our updates. On Facebook, Gbagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page for you to enjoy all of our updates. On Instagram, Gbagede Imo _22. For other placement of goods and services, coverage of events and function, kindly dial the phone number streaming on your screen. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawa. Good evening.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.